So I'm Jonathan Miller from Diamond Systems, and we're here today at Embedded World North America in Anaheim, California, 2025. And here we are showing our brand new Ethernet switch products. So Diamond makes a very nice line of rugged Ethernet switches with very high performance and wide temperature and rugged capability. This is our newest product. This is a 200 gigabit capable throughput bandwidth product. This particular implementation is 180 gigabits per second total throughput. We have 2.5 gigabit and 10 gigabit ports on it. And what's very interesting about this product is that it has the capability of being expansion, so you can add more ports. So the main module is here, the base carrier board is here with 12 plus 2 ports, 12 2.5G and 2 10G ports. And we have a daughter board with 10 more 10G ports. So this particular combination has 150 gigabit per second throughput overall.
What's the chipset going on here?
This is a Microchip product family, Microchip main chip, and these are MaxLinear 2.5G PHYs. So we have 12 ports built into the module, but this is actually a module. Let me show you this right here. So here is the core technology is all on this one small module. So a customer can buy this module, and then they can make their own carrier board with these connectors to plug it in and do whatever they want. So we provide a design guide that shows the complete schematic and all the issues and everything you need to design your carrier board. And then you can design your own carrier board, or if you don't want to design anything at all, you can buy an off-the-shelf carrier board from us. And then some people may want additional ports. For example, this has 12 2.5G ports and 2 10G ports, but the switch can support up to 64 ports altogether. So we have a daughter board connector here, and we can design custom daughter boards to supply additional 2.5G or 10G ports.
So what's the great applications this could go into?
Ethernet switching is the backbone of all embedded systems now. All vehicles, all military vehicles, and any other vehicle now, they're all moving towards Ethernet. They'll have power, and they'll have motors, and they'll have telemetry, and they'll have LiDAR, and they'll have all kinds of stuff, and everything is on an Ethernet backbone. So switches like this that are managed with capability of VLAN and QoS and all kinds of advanced features is really a critical technology in every single vehicle now. So we sell a lot of switches to vehicles. This one is a lower end product. That's our top end product. This is our new low end product. This is very cost effective. It's very small. It has 8 1G ports and 2 2.5G ports. Again, it has daughter board connectors, so it's a module, and it has the software built in, and then you make your own carrier board to create your application.
And what's the chip on there?
This is also a microchip. It says Vitesse because it was originally Vitesse, now it's microchip. This chip, this module is being used in an aircraft in-flight entertainment system. The reason we have this picture is not because it's a nice looking picture, but this is our actual application. So every row of seats in this airplane has a box which has this switch inside of it, and it's being used to bring the data from the head end to the front of the aircraft down to deliver the video to your seat.
So they can be very high resolution, nice.
This is a
displays,
really nice high-end display.
1080p screens on every seat.
Brand new technology, yeah, it's brand new, it's coming out. And so this is a very big application. We're very excited about it. It proves our ability to deliver high quality and rugged applications.
Because when I go to Europe, I just watch 3 movies and I'm there. It's so good to have a high quality at the seat.
This is even better. I mean, I saw it inside the development company's office, and I was like amazing. You can't see the lines, you can't see the pixels. It's like on your phone, you can't see the pixel.
And it's quick. You touch, it just works.
I only saw like them at the engineering workstation. So it's just now going into prototype production. So we haven't actually seen it put in airplanes yet, but they're starting to do it early 2026. Another switch we have is this one over here, brand new also. This is EPS 9600. EPS stands for Epsilon. All the Epsilon is our switches. This is nice because it has TSN, or time-sensitive networking. So it's a new chip from Microchip and PHYs that support TSN. What TSN does is it allows everybody in the network to keep exact time and to have exactly the same time within a few nanoseconds. So if you want to make sure that everybody, for example, all the displays on the airplane display the same image at the same time without like a delay going from row to row, you want TSN. So they all know to display this packet at this time, right? And so it's also used for things like concert halls to time the video audio so that the audio comes out when you want it to without a delay, and other things like that. So it's very popular. It uses GPS input for the basic clock synchronization, and then it passes messaging up and down the network to make sure everybody synchronizes. So that's what TSN is all about. And then we have various other switches that are just different combinations of ports. This is 12 ports. This is 12 ports plus 2 10 gig ports. This is 24 ports. And then we have all different kinds. It depends on what you want.
Do you have a long history of doing networking and switches?
Yeah, we've been doing switches for about 20 years now, maybe a little bit longer. And we've become pretty well known in the embedded market for rugged switches. We have a lot of military, a lot of airplane applications like that one, and other vehicles. And underwater, in fact, all the little underwater drones for like search and rescue or whatever they're doing, scientific, they all have Ethernet in them.
Nice.
And they're all using our switches.
And now that there's more and more edge AI, you need better switches also?
So for the edge AI, sometimes they have higher capacity because they have 10 gig Ethernet. So in that sense, our higher speed switches are going to be useful because then you can connect them together and get the full bandwidth that the processor needs. Right, if you have like, for example, high resolution cameras, they want 10 gig Ethernet. So we have that support. So we're seeing more 10 gig come out of use. This is a very interesting project. This we did for a helicopter application. This is a very, very rugged solution, very small, rugged switch we did. And it's got 6 Ethernet ports and a very tiny package with including a custom enclosure. So.
And when a customer comes to you and says they want to do something cool, I don't know, like a satellite?
Yes, we have NVIDIA inside the satellite. So these are all actual applications, all these pictures. We have NVIDIA, custom NVIDIA carrier board in a satellite right now.
Did you have to do special testing?
The customer did it. We didn't do it. They did it for us. We did temperature testing and they did radiation testing and some other
it just
things they do.
works.
Passed. It passed. I mean, for that kind of thing, they have their own enclosure and their own issues and materials that they have to deal with. So that's their expertise. We just gave them the product, customized it to meet their application.
How cool is it to do stuff that goes in space?
I think it's great. This is a replacement for Iridium. This is a new low Earth orbit telecommunications network. This is the big thing. Everybody's moving the telecommunications to low Earth orbit for lower latency and better service.
They talk about terabit per second, some of their systems.
I wouldn't know about the radio.
That's another part.
It's quite possible. It's quite possible. Yeah, I know everybody wants video.
What does your part maybe do in this?
We are controlling the radio for inter-satellite communications. So
wow,
they have
that's
some
lasers.
Yeah, they're using lasers with satellite, right. And those lasers, the signal is being managed by the NVIDIA Jetson.
And it's just knows where to point the laser?
I don't know about it.
It's another system that does that.
I'm sure they have, satellite technology has been developing for 50 years, right? And, or longer. And they're really good at positioning things perfectly.
Can we have a look what's happening over here?
Let's come over here. Here we have rugged systems. So we are expanding our line of rugged systems. This is a very rugged x86 computer, and it has a combination of standard technology and user expandability in it, so that a customer can configure it with any kind of I/O they want. We have 3 connectors available for expansion. They can have different kinds. You can mix and match connectors and the I/O boards inside to bring it out. So it's very flexible. It's a platform for customers to develop whatever applications they want. And this is the same thing in a vertical format. This one's interesting because it has a heatsink on both sides. So we are actually integrating an SBC on one side and an Ethernet switch on the other. So it's a 2-in-1 kind of box, which is nice.
And what's happened behind here?
Okay, and over here we have our x86 computers on our Jetson. So this is our x86 computer line. We have low-end up to high-end products. Low-end, medium-end, and high-end. What these are, in many cases, we are using COM Express on the backside, which is very nice because you can mix and match COM Express modules to get different levels of performance, and also to get access to the latest technology, because when the new CPU comes out, you can switch to it right away by putting a COM on it, instead of having to develop a complete board from scratch. So you get to market faster with the new technology. The other thing is it extends the product lifetime. If a processor goes obsolete, we can simply install a new COM, and the customer doesn't have to do anything except just rebuild the OS for that new processor. So it really is good for long life applications. We also have single board products like this one. And this is a very nice one. This is also a COM-based SPC. If you see here, it's 2 boards, right? So a carrier board and then the COM, and that's the COM. And so this one is the same thing, but much, much smaller. So it's great for airborne or UAVs or small applications for the sizes this one.
And what's happened here?
Now over here, we have a mix of different kinds of products, but the main thing I'll show you today, this right here, let me start with this one. This one is the satellite communication system I was mentioning to you a second ago. So it's a 3-board solution. The Jetson module fits right here. We have 1 gig and 10 gig Ethernet over here, and we have additional Ethernet over here. So what happens is there are these 2 boards, connectors, and the customer can mix and match different I/O cards for their application. So that's what's interesting about this one. So this is basically our design. I mean, it's all our design, but this was our basic design that we then modified for this customer's particular special needs.
Nice.
Yeah. So here we have.
Yeah. Here we have.
This is the Orin NX. NVIDIA Justin Orin NX solution. It's a rugged solution, so instead of being a commercial grade product with commercial connectors, we use latching connectors, we have a thicker PCB, and we have a heat spreader. So it's great for embedded applications, whereas the commercial grade things are not really good for vehicles or wide temperature applications. This one's
How
really
good is the Jetson Orin? How good is it?
It's great. I mean, they're selling by large quantities. So people are using it for all different kinds of things.
Got good performance?
Yeah, I mean, they also increased the performance recently with something called super mode, so you get a little higher performance out of it. This is, it was industry leader in terms of AI at the edge computing, right?
Enables a lot of edge AI.
It's everywhere.
And what is this one?
And this one is the Orin. This is the Orin module, AGX Orin, which is their high-end product. This is the Orin module here. And this is the larger carrier board that we call Osborne. This one has the same concept as the other carrier board here, where it has a connector so you can put different adapters on it, different I/O adapters. This one's a commercial type, so it's for desktop use or for a commercial system. In fact, this particular set of electronics is inside this box here. This jet box here has this exact board set inside of it. So this is the board version and this is a system version of the same technology. This has expandability here because on the back side we have I/O expansion sockets, and so you can plug in I/O cards and bring it out the front panel. You can also plug on a camera adapter and bring out up to 8 GMSL cameras on this row down here. So that's a box level solution for this product.
And you call it the Diamond Box?
Jetbox. Jetbox Osborne.
All right.
And then we have a rugged version of this also, which is not on display here today. But we have rugged latching connectors with a heat spreader. It's just like this one, but larger.
What's in the top row?
So the top row is a bunch of older products. That's PC104 I/O boards. We started out as a PC104 supplier, and we became very popular as making PC104 analog, digital, and serial I/O boards for a very long time. Then we moved into PC104 SPCs, and then switches, and then other things after that. So this is just our older PC104 line. This is a rugged power supply that we designed for use in our rugged systems. So it's got all kinds of military qualifications for it, and it's got isolation and filtering and things like that. So it's really useful for the rugged systems.
So if a customer wants to work with you, what's the usual process? And is there an MOQ or the price to build the project?
We have product off the shelf. We do a lot of custom design as well. We have a very well-established rugged a custom product manufacturing, design and manufacturing system. We have global manufacturing in 4 countries. We have design here and also overseas. So we have a pretty good supply chain and a pretty good service chain as well.
Maybe you have something and they just need a little modification.
A lot of customers take a product and they do what we call a standard product variant, where we just modify something small, like connectors, BIOS, add conformal coding, or a minor modification. Like for example, that custom board you saw a minute ago was a standard product. We took the circuit and we just reshaped it into the format that fit them. That's a very common thing. So we think of our products as building blocks. We have this big library of technology building blocks, and then we just take the pieces that people want and we get to market faster that way, because we already have 90% of what you want. We add a little 10%. We already have the supply chain for the parts. We already have the factory. We already have the testing capability. Everything's documented. We have the connector designs. We have the cables. So it's very easy to go the last little bit and give you a custom product.
Do you have automation in your processes, and do you use AI maybe to even expand what you can do, the speed you can do it?
I would very much like to have AI-based PCB design, but we have not yet found it.
All right, maybe you can build it.
That would be, well, it's not our thing, but we'll wait for someone else to come out with it. But that would be the biggest accelerant, I think, that I would like to see happen in the
Because
future.
it's good to get accelerators, accelerants.
Yeah, for sure.
And to just come with even more solutions.
Exactly.
And faster.
Well, the bottleneck in design is the PCB design and the testing, and then buying the PCBs. So the buying the PCB also has a long lead time. It's the longest lead time in the manufacturing process. So if those areas can get sped up, then you can start seeing the market explode, I think. Explode.
Don't get fooled by fake HDMI products. Only source authentic HDMI products from licensed HDMI adapters and authorized manufacturers and
resellers to ensure compliance. Counterfeit or unlicensed products can cause poor performance.
Certified HDMI products undergo official testing for safety and spec compliance.
Avoid brand damage, warranty issues, and customer dissatisfaction from unlicensed products.
Long-term cost savings come from reliable, genuine HDMI solutions.
Unlicensed products may lack support and pose safety risks.
Use certified HDMI cables with official HDMI certification labels.
Report suspected counterfeit products at hdmi.org/resource/infringe.
Thanks to our global partners for helping keep the HDMI brand real and ensuring consumers get the experience they deserve.